this is Rick again from Value Accessories at valueaccessories.net, and today we're here to talk about our new Carpuride series of navigators. And what we're going to show you right now is the Carpuride W712D Delta. Now, we are now a Carpuride dealer in the United States, and this one we're going to show you how it works, what's in the package. And I think you're going to really like it because they're used to using your phone for navigation, and this is a nice screen. It gives you auto Android, or if you've got iPhone, it gives you all your maps with the iPhone, connects to iPhone or auto Android just instantly when you power it up. They're really nice, waterproof. This unit here, the 712 Delta, we're going to demo and show you how it's used on Spyders, because this unit comes with the front and rear cameras. So I think, especially for Spyders, the cameras is the way to go, especially backing up. It's a nice unit. It records a video, front, back. You can take pictures with it. The video and pictures are very high quality. It comes with everything you need to mount it, and we're going to show you in a little bit. But right now I'm going to show you how it's used, what comes with the package and everything. Now, you've got your power. Now you can, right here, you unplug that, plug this in if you want to just plug it into USB. A lot of people have USB. They don't want to mess around with wiring up to the battery or accessory. In this case right now, we've just got a power supply. So if you look, this is how it would be looking at right, at the hooking up to the battery or whatever. So that's your end there. Now, this unit also comes with a little button thing to put on your handlebars. This will go from, I think it's around 7/8 or a little 5/8 of an inch all the way up to 1.25 inches. And they give you inserts here for, anything from 7/8 to 1.25 inches. So you can mount it right up there. And we're going to mount one of these on the handlebars. And what this does is allows you to start it up and shut it off, and also go in between your camera and your last screen and your phone and a few other things. So it's very handy. So I think you'll like that. The cameras, they come with screws plus the 3M tape. I would probably use, if you're buying it from us, if you put in notes you want some activator, a lot of times we have activator. I'd use activator with the tape. Also, when you do this, be mindful that, and we found this out just a few minutes ago playing with it, that if you unscrew this a little bit and you can put it up and down, also you can roll this camera inside the mount to turn it upside down or sideways, or just depending on how you've actually got it mounted to the bike. So you may have to do that because you may have some off kilter mounting that you're going to do. So it comes with that, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The all of the connectors are all color-coded to your cameras and everything. To mount to your bike, these are all RAM compatible, so they're meant to be used with their stuff, or a 1-inch RAM ball or equivalent RAM ball. So we have center mounts for RAMs balls, and I will show you that on a couple of our bikes here for the Spyders, also for all kinds of different bikes. So, but if you were to use theirs, this would actually, with the inserts here, this would go from all the way from like 5/8 of an inch all the way to 1.25 inches. So you could use that on your handlebars. They also include a RAM equivalent 1 3/4 inch arm. You'll notice, and we were looking at this, there's a good reason why there is not any type of, there's a nut on here, and it's all inserted, because theft. These are all totally 100% waterproof. They're meant to be left on your bike. And you'd have to have tools to get this off here. I don't think you could take it off. If you were going to use a ram ball, you could use a locking nut that goes on this. There's multiple ways, but it's set up pretty decent, so you don't have to worry about that. So I think that pretty much explains everything. This one here will hook up to your phone. It'll also hook up to a headset. When you start it up, if it's got power, all you're going to do is press the button, and you can see this thing powers right up. Now, we just went through and Bluetoothed it with one of our phones here. It's easy. It's easier than even hooking it up to your car. And then you go and set Bluetooth on your phone. It finds it, and boom, it takes like 2 minutes. So it looks really good. It's an incredibly bright screen. These are a 7-inch screen. It's very large, very nice. It came, as you can see, it comes right up with your Android Auto maps. I can hit home, and you can see it's got all the different functions. It's got stuff up top here. I can go and hit this button, and right now Teresa's kind of in the way, but you can see front camera here, the rear camera facing back. They are very incredibly good pictures. It's really cool. On the button here, you can go here. This will go back to the last place you were at. So if I go here, and if you want to see the rear real quick, boom, you just hit the button, and you can see the rear. And if you went back to home and hit here, you can see both. There's all sorts. I'm not going to go over all these settings. There's just a ton of settings here that you can go through, and you can see all the different settings. They have a little bit of everything here, and this does come with an SD card and everything. So I think, you're not going to have too much of an issue. I'm not an expert in phones or anything, but for us to go through it was incredibly easy. So if we can do this, I guarantee you can do it too. And they even have a manual that you can go through. They give you a pretty decent manual. So that's going to be it for this portion. We're going to go and temporarily install it on a RT 2020 and newer bike we have sitting here, and show you how that would mount. And then we're going to go and actually permanently install this unit here on an F3 Limited that we've got also, so we can demo different units and have this. But I think if you've got a Spyder, this is it, because it's really nice and all waterproof. You can get your maps up here. You can take your phone off of your handlebars, and it's much easier to use. So we'll see you back in just a couple minutes. Hey, this is Rick again from Value Accessories, and we've got the Carpuride W712 Delta installed on this 20 and newer Spyder RT. I'm going to turn it on, bottom button here, and it should fire up here momentarily, which it is. Now, we have Healy bars installed on this, so it's going to look a little bit different than almost everybody else's, because it's a lot closer in here. But as you can see, it looks really good. This is the 7-inch screen. You can very easily see your dash and everything above it. You can see that it comes up with your maps instantaneously. And if you were to hit the button down here, it goes to the reverse camera, just the rear camera, just as we had talked about before. Go back. This looks incredibly nice. So you can see how it looks, totally waterproof. It goes right into the bike. It looks like it grew there. That is using a 1 3/4 inch ram arm. on it right now, just like what comes with it. We'll show you now some of the power and camera placement that we've got installed on this bike. So let's go back to the back first. This is where we've got the rear camera mounted, and this is what you'd probably want to do on an RT20 and newer. So to get the cable through here, it's going to be pretty easy. All you're going to do is run the cable back along here, lift your seat up, remove the back seat, run the cable down through here. To get to the cable, you're going to go and remove the access cover here, and you're just going to run your cables down through out here and down. To get to the front camera, same thing, run the cable down out here, or inside up, and you're going to pop that out right over here. And I think this is a really good location, and you can see it looks perfect. And man, you can take pictures with this thing. Incredible. So for power, you can do one of a couple things. If you've got a USB outlet up here, just power it up with a USB outlet. If you want, you can run to your battery. It has battery connections and everything here, which is fine. Or like on this bike, we've got a fuse block installed over in upper left here that's coming from the battery. Or you can go and you have to remove the panels. We've got an access, power access that we can break into up here that we sell the adapters for. So you'll take all this apart, and there's an accessory power up here on this bike. So I hope this gives you a little bit of information about how to install on an RT20 and newer. And we'll go to the F3 Limited next. Hey, we're back again with the install of the Carpuride W712D on our F3 Limited. We installed this. We've just got it done. We've done a bunch of testing and stuff. I really like it. This is shown on our F3 Limited. It does have risers on it, so it's a little bit different than probably normal, but it does give you an indication of what it's going to look like with risers installed and pushed up and back and everything. And we did use their 1 3/4 inch arm, and you can see there's no knob or anything on it, so there's nobody going to steal this thing because it's basically a permanent, 100% permanent install with the knob and all the wiring and everything else. You'd have to cut it off, so it's not going anywhere. And we also did install the handlebar control unit on this. These are 1 1/8 inch bars, and we did use a couple of their fillers in here, as you can see. So we've got other things going on here in the handlebars, so they thought that was the easiest place to mount that. We'll go around back. I'll show you where we installed the rear camera. Worked out real nice. You can see where we ran the cable there. You can do whatever you want with a cable, but in our case, I just ran it through here, took a couple panels off, ran it around the frame there, right there, up underneath the access panel, and then up through and in here. Now the easiest way is to run a thick wire down through, tape it, and then pull it up. Same thing with the front camera. The front camera I thought was easiest right here. They are shorter length, so you have to be careful with the cable's shorter. So this one I thought was easier, just to go here, don't look bad whatsoever. And I just went in with a thick wire. I grabbed it, taped it to wire, and pulled it right up here. And the same thing with the power. On this one here, we did grab power from the accessory over here. I have access to the accessory power. It's wired in like this. So on this bike, we've got it set on the accessory. You do have to have the bike turned on be able to fire it up. So it will come on instantaneously when you put power to it like that. You can see that it's coming up. It just takes a minute for it to come up to speed and load, and then it's going to go and pretty quick it'll come up with the auto Android maps and everything. You can see the rear, camera, so you can see that just like normal, it's beautiful. We can go in a little bit closer on it. You can see that we're in the shade right now. We decided to do this outdoors just to give you an idea of exactly what it looks